All right, ready for our next case. Please introduce yourself, state your name and DOC number for the record.
Justice Davenport, 721-483 is my DOC number.
Okay, Justice, my name is Brendan Kelsey. Along with me is Ms. Cheryl Knotts and Ms. Tony Marabella will be your panel. Explain the process to you, read some information to the record, have a parole interview, ask you some questions. You can respond. At the end, you can make a statement. We'll take a vote. You understand the process?
Yes, sir.
We have April Tyson who'll speak and Kendall McCray who'll speak. Justice Davenport DOC number 721-483. You're a third class offender. For eligibility date 10/25/2023. Good time 10/25/2024. Full term 4/24/2031. 10-year sentence. Domestic abuse battery, fourth. Aggravated burglary with battery. Does that sound correct?
Yes, sir, it does.
The answer, Ms. Renatz, please.
Ms. Davenport, good morning.
Good morning.
How old are you, please?
26 years old.
How long have you been in jail?
2 years.
So you've served 2 years of a 10-year sentence. You're classified as a third felony offender. When you look back, how many years have you done in jail? I think since 2017 is when I see you first started your jail time in and out.
Correct.
How many
I look at
altogether?
Ma'am.
Altogether, how many years?
I say about around 10. I mean, not even necessarily 10, but like six years altogether. It's been a long journey.
Yeah, and I notice you're here for aggravated burglary, fourth offense, domestic abuse battery.
Yes, ma'am.
Victim in the domestic abuse is your mother in every instance.
Yes, ma'am.
And I see you have a poor supervision history. Now you've been, as a third offender, you've been on supervision several times. I see you received some technical revocations or administrative sanctions, quite a few of them. Why have you not done well on supervision?
Because I've always ran from my problems. I never really dealt with them hand to hand, or, just always had this scare feeling in my heart that, worst case, like where I'm at now, would be the results. Always in prison, and just, the best way to do things is to run and run and run. But now I think differently on that, because being 26 with a 2-year-old little girl that my mom is raising, and the help of other family members, it's not fair to even let alone leave her and to have somebody else raising her. So me running from my problems, I
said the reason you were in and out of jail for 7 years or so is because you were running from your problems. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am. Drug problems.
Okay, and I noticed in paperwork that I reviewed, one of your sentencing judges recommended substance abuse treatment. Have you received any substance abuse treatments?
No, ma'am, I haven't.
And I also see that in 2017, as part of, I think your probation, a special condition of probation at that time was that you enroll in the domestic violence prevention program. Did you do that?
No, ma'am, not that I'm aware of.
Well, I think you would know.
Yes,
And you had, I made a note at least, that in 2020, you were found to have tampered with an ankle monitor that you were required to.
Yes,
Why did you
ma'am.
do that?
Because I was in an abusive relationship for the longest, and I felt like that was part of his way of keeping me there. And I just felt I felt like, I just felt suffocated. So, and I felt like, well, if he can't do it, then they can. And if they're not doing it, he will. I've been in a relationship for 6 years, abusive relationship. and I just felt trapped, and I did what I did, taking it off, so that way he couldn't locate me just as well as the.
So he had the ankle monitor on you?
No, the law. He paid for the Bell's lineman to put it on my leg, and I couldn't leave the house for 24 hours. I was not able to. Only place I was not able to leave the house, only to go to court and stuff like that. But I was not able to.
So wait. So the ankle monitor was an order by the court,
Right.
not by your partner.
No, right.
Even though the partner paid for it.
Right.
All right, that's a little. The other thing is in the instrument used by the Department of Corrections to determine risk assessment tool. It seems as though you have a high needs at least for mental health. Have you ever had a mental health evaluation or treatment?
Yes, ma'am, I have. I've been to Greenbrier.
Okay, and did you have a mental health diagnosis?
Yes, ma'am. Bipolar, ADHD, and depression.
Okay, and are you currently receiving treatment there at LTCW?
No, ma'am.
Have you seen the mental health staff there at LTCW?
No, ma'am. I don't. We don't have one currently on campus.
Okay. And tell us about what is your education level? What grade did you finish in school?
My education level is the 10th grade, and I did not finish school.
And why is that?
That's when I started around my addiction. That's when I started using drugs around that time. So that caused me not to completely finish school. I wasn't worried about it. I was just worried about getting high or hanging out with friends that were doing drugs.
What drugs did you start with?
I started smoking weed, then I went to drinking, and I went to using crack cocaine, and it just.
Yep. I noticed you haven't earned any good time credits. Why is that?
I'm just waiting. I get a response said to wait. I don't know why I haven't got any good time credits.
So do you have a job there?
I used to work in the kitchen for 3 months, but it didn't last long.
Why didn't it last long?
Because I was getting some pajama pants from somebody, but my boss had already let it happen, like prior to that time, that day, let somebody pass something, but when it was my time to pass something, we had exchanged words, and I just.
So you got a write-up?
No, ma'am.
So you just lost your job?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Jones, is there anything any of your staff can share with us about Ms. Davenport?
No, ma'am, not at this time.
All right. What about the program participation? What is LTCW's, does it have to do with your release date?
My release date is.
No. When she sends you back your responses for your requested classes, what does it say?
It says to be listed and noted. You have to be within 5 years of your calendar sentence.
Okay, I get it. I understand. I understand.
All right. We'll hear from Miss April Tyson now. Brief statement.
Good morning.
Morning.
I have 3 children. Justice is the youngest of my siblings. She started her drug use when she probably was the age of 17. She has a 2-year-old baby that I have custody of that I'm raising. because my granddaughter was addicted to crack cocaine. But man, justice, with all the domestic, all that started with the drug use. I love my daughter. I would love to see her come home. I really want her to be in her daughter's life.
Okay, you cut out.
I'm sorry. I was saying I really want her to be home, to be in her daughter's life. Our problem started with the domestic is when she started the drug use.
Right. Yes, ma'am.
I love her. She hadn't seen her baby since she was 2.5 months old. She see her on video visits because I do the visit for her to see her baby, and I also send her pictures. The only thing I'm asking, I want her if she do make parole or whatever the case may be, that she do some type of drug classes or drug treatments and also be tested for drugs.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much for your comment. We're from
Yes,
Kendall
sir.
now. Kendall, would you like to make a brief statement?
Good morning. My
Morning.
name is Kendra. My name is Kendra McCray. I'm Justice's aunt. I'm actually April's younger sister. I will say that I definitely miss my niece a whole bunch. And I know her daughter misses her as well. She misses her daughter. I would love to see that she get paroled soon. But just as her mom said, I personally don't feel that when individuals go to jail, get incarcerated, that the things that they're in jail for, that they're not helped. I guess I can say it that way. So I would like, whether she's released soon or if she has to do her whole time, that she is helped in some kind of way as far as drug treatment, if that's something that she does want. I personally believe that that is something that she wants, so that she can be the mother that she needs to be to her child and the person she needs to be to herself. But if things does go the way we would like them to go, I would definitely like to see some kind of outpatient classes, group therapy, or something. But once again, if that does not happen while she's incarcerated, being that she's been incarcerated for 2 years now and she hasn't received anything, I do feel that she does need to start receiving something.
All right. Thank you so much for your comment. All right, Justice, would you like to make a brief statement?
Yes, I'm willing to do anything, to be with my family and my child, to go to these patients, to go to this rehabilitation, anything that I have to do. And I plan on doing a lot of things different. I walked in here differently, and I'm leaving differently, and I just feel like I've changed, and I feel like I'm ready. I know back like 2017, I left the streets with no one. I have Jelana to look forward to, and the pictures that I get of Jelana and the phone calls I get of Jelana, it just saddens my heart that I'm not there. That's all I have to say.
All right, thank you so much. Now prepared to vote? Ms. Renata?
Ms. Davenport, there are consequences for your actions.
Yes,
Fortunately,
ma'am.
child is also suffering those consequences and has for the past 2 years.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, when I look at your record, it's a terrible record. You have not done well. You've been given ample opportunity along the way to remain on the outside under supervision, and you just did not do well. I understand you had, your addiction had a grip on you. The court recommended substance abuse treatment. I'm willing to try to give some treatment before you are released. You have a release date, a mandatory release date in October of next year. I would like to see you do a long-term substance abuse program completed by the DOC prior to release. So my vote would be to grant additionally upon completion of that program. And then once after you finish and then you're released, must enroll and complete a domestic violence prevention program, attend 3 AA meetings a week, enroll in parenting class, and follow the aftercare plan given to you prior to release. And you are to be drug screened by your parole officer on a regular basis.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Bella?
I vote to be the same reasons.
And I vote to the same reasons, for the same thing, vote to grant to Steve Hall Intensive Substance Abuse Program. After successful completion of that, you'll go to you have NAA 3 times a week. You'll go to DVOP, Domestic Violence Program, 26-week program on the outside. You have parenting class and you have random drug screenings. You understand stipulation?
Yes, sir.
3 votes to grant, your parole's been granted. Good luck to you.
Thank you.